Oh. Ow. Hey, nothing wrong with a bit of takeaway. Mate. Yeah, that thing's pissed off, I can tell. Oh. Are you fucking kidding? Jizzed in my pants. Am I doing this? This is not what you think it is. You sick bastards. Fucking get over yourself, mate.
The Bandy Show said I have to believe this card holds some secret strategy. This card is useless.
Hello,
Yep.
I'm trying to get off camera because I don't want to be on camera tonight. I just realised I've got two clones. God damn it! Shit. Peace out. Peace out, everyone. Oh my fucking god! What a start to the stream. Shut up.
Too
how
good.
You doing, everyone? Beanie.
Mate.
I just saw that. We're just saying that during the intro that he sussed to me. I'm like, I didn't even hear it go off. Like, fucking hell. How you doing, everyone? Yeah. Just getting into the swing of things. We're doing a bit of Medievil tonight. Now, if you haven't been here before, we have a redeem here. It's like 1 point. You can ask either of us a question that you would like to, like anything burning inside of you that needs to come out. You can go, hey, you know, how hot is Condi? I mean, it's a bit of a right, you know. What? It's like it's better than the Hessian bag that I have on my face. I saw Metaphor, Gino, and I've been thinking about it. Also, hello, how you going? Hey, Kazan. Hey, Bandy. Hey, Valky. How you all doing? Oh, hello, Condi. How you going, mate?
Yeah, g'day, mate. Also, Gino, please no spoils. I literally started the other day.
Yeah, I haven't actually. Yeah, this is a spoil-free zone, please, because I'm also so interested in it, and I'm like, oh. Okay. Question. Anything I ask about it? Is it more involved than Persona 5? Because that game ate my life away for 6 months, and I had to give it up. That's all
I don't
know.
I mean, Gino's probably the best person to answer that question.
Oh, I will say something that has been piquing my interest has been also Persona 3, which I never got to play.
I'm shattered that I played the original, and then quite literally a few months later, the remake was announced.
Oh, serious?
And the original, the pacing's really slow.
Okay, are we talking like 4's pretty bad for pacing, I must admit.
I haven't played 4, but 3, like... It almost started taking away from the game.
Okay, but we are talking about a game where they put a gun to the head and blow out their personas. So
it's a water pistol. It's a water pistol.
What a water pistol blows that can cut through someone's skull? Sure. at this point.
Look, they're still standing afterwards. It must be fake.
Still, it's a pretty flawed image. That was my introduction to it Persona was the gun image of the gun getting pulled to their skulls. I'm like, holy shit. When was it released? Like 2008, 2009? Or am I thinking of Golden?
Oh, I'm not sure. I only played it a year and a half ago.
Oh, mate. Oh, yeah. Actually, when was it released? I'm sort of curious now. I remember seeing it. I'm like, oh, yeah, that seems pretty innocent. And I'm like, oh, the gun part. Ah. It was released 2006. Holy shit.
It was a different time, for sure.
I mean, we still had Okami coming out and other things like that. Like, Capcom actually had the shred of artistic merit to their name. And yes, I'm a massive massive Capcom fan, so I can say that because I was quite hurt when they took down Clever Studio.
That's right. All they need to do is just go, new Street Fighter game, everyone. And everyone's like, yay!
Sure. I mean, I played mine for 2 months and then gave it up. I've played 6 since it was first released, and I've actually was going to play it this month to do some like Halloween stuff. It just never happened. I don't know. That's something we can ask. I don't care if we're not recording this now, but games that you have played, but then you bought or you looked at them and then forgot about completely until recently.
Oh, I've got so many. Are we supposed to line up? Are we going to give the premise of what we're going to get up to tonight? And
yeah,
because I feel like we're just getting into the conversation naturally.
So the idea is tonight, both myself and the lovely and effervescent Condi are going to be talking just whilst we're playing a game. And I mean, like, doesn't matter what we're going to, just anything's on the table. Oh, actually, no. There will be some restrictions, obviously, but that'll be up to us on the mods to sort of decide if we answer or not. Pretty much we're just going to talk and play games. But then the idea is that there isn't really a structure per se of the questioning, the line of questioning. It's more, it is a podcast, but it's not really a like, super like focused one. And the idea is like, if you ask any question, if you ask us a question, we might answer it, we might not. Depends. We are playing Medievil, which is pretty fitting for the week this week that's coming up, at least. So yeah. Yeah. Are we gonna start up? I think that's a pretty good spiel.
I think that sounds like a pretty good plan. We're also going to be playing Medievil. You're playing the PlayStation 4 version. I'm playing the PlayStation 1.
No, I'm playing the original as well. I've decided I already set it all up. So I sort of was tempted by Sony's like their PlayStation Plus, and they had the PS4 version. I'm like, ooh, hello. And I'm like, no. It'll be boring to see me play the other version, to be honest. Yeah, bloody! I know that feeling. We saw who did we see? It was like the guests were more impressive than the main band. Who was it? Oh, it was wasn't Cradle of Filth. It was someone we saw at the Metro. Oh, that's right. we saw myself and Retro saw Disturbed when they were in Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I enjoyed 12-Foot Ninja more than them by the end of the show.
12-Foot Ninja, aren't they Aussie?
They are very Aussie, yeah.
Yeah, they're real good.
I used to hate them until I saw them live, and then next to Disturbed, it was like, yeah, this is definitely a 12-Foot Ninja show for me. Have you ever been to a show where but 90% of the audience leaves after one song?
No.
Midway through the concert?
No, never.
That happened with Disturbed when the Sound of Silence came on halfway through, and then everyone just pissed off, and it was like we could walk up into the like near the gate, near the fences. It was crazy. Like all these teens and like young 20-year-olds came out to see them that one song, and that was it. And they were playing everything up until that point. No one was moving, no one was like going hard except for like a couple of us, and then suddenly like 90% of the audience left.
Why would you pay for a ticket for one song?
Because remember at the time that was like the biggest song at that point.
Yeah, but you don't pay hundreds
I know
of
what you're
dollars for a
saying.
ticket.
I think what happened
See
was
one song.
I think what happened was they saw like everyone's like, oh, this is going to be amazing. You know, they sing this beautiful version of the Sounds of Silence, and then suddenly like they weren't prepared for the rest of it. It was a very metal show. It was like very awkward to see all these people just stand there and go, "What's this?" I think it was like, as I said, it was like the song for that summer. Everyone's going mental.
It was
I don't know.
viral for sure.
Yeah, it was one of the most viral songs of 2012. No, 2013, wasn't it?
Was
No,
it 2013? Sound
No,
of Silence.
Hang on, let me have a think.
It's also a cover, isn't it?
It is a cover of the Simon Garfunkel song. You won't believe this. Guess how old it is? 2015.
It's almost 10 years ago.
I feel so fucking old now.
It's almost 10 years ago, dude. I remember hearing it for the first time.
Yeah, hey, Mudgy, I know. And you know what the best part is about that whole thing? This is back when he wasn't a piece of shit, the main singer and the Zionist and that. So he had all the, you know, like people say, oh, you've sold out. He's like, nah, man, it's not like that. And he went from that to like, oh, well, you know what? It doesn't matter if people want to see one song. At least they're seeing the music and they're enjoying it. It's like, sure. And then they released 2 more albums after, and they went basically faded into the ether, as far as I'm concerned. I think I bought one LP. I bought because we bought the ticket and they had like some sale on that album that was being released that year. We both got the CD and the LP or the record. I don't know what an LP is now. Yeah, same Gino. It was just funny though watching this whole like we're talking like 400, 500 people just sort of scuttle out of this massive tent, and then there was like maybe 20, 30 people left. It was really weird. And we talked. Oh no, it was a big tent too. Like we're talking standing room only for like the whole concert, and about an hour before they finished, they put on that one song, and I was like, "Yeah, this is amazing!" And people were like full on getting out their phones, doing the lighter wave, and then everyone's crying, and then they all just disappear. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, we were looking like it was more like 100 people left, or 200 people left, but we were all like sort of looking at each other, going, "What the fuck?"
They're Disturbed as well. Like they're a big band.
Yeah, but it was just really weird. Like they all sort of left, and then like then they go, "Oh, let's keep going, guys, keep the energy." And they had like 10,000 fists come on, and everything else started up. It's like, this is what we came for.
Wow.
But so
do we need to line up Audacity, by the way? Should we get that started?
Yep. All right, let's do that whilst we're just talking. So 3, 2, 1. Boop. Alrighty. That should be, yep, that's running now.
Cool.
Just whilst we're just talking about just random shit. To be honest, I could do this all night. Like I've done this before with Intel before. Sat here just talk for like 2 hours. What was a 10-minute conversation has been like an hour and a half with him. So I feel sorry for him.
So is it a normal thing with concerts out your way to go see bands just in tents?
No. So because it's same thing with Cold Chisel. The Horden, which is like it's on the same ground as the Sydney cricket ground. Like it's a huge oval.
Right.
But what happened was they've got two. It's in the entertainment sector, they call it, of East Sydney. It's the most fake area you can go to, right? But it's got all restaurants. It's got like movie theaters, go karting, golf courses. It's like everything in this little
Bougie.
area. Yeah, very bougie would be a very good term. So you go out to this. So there's two ways you can go. You can go to there's two concert sort of areas they have. They have this actual concert area, which is where we thought we were going to last time when we saw Cold Chisel. They got this massive fucking tent on the other side of the complex. It's a good like 5-minute walk to either side. We're there going. Why are we going to here again? I don't remember being here last time. It turns out they put the tent up purely for the show with Cold Chisel. And then they did the same thing on the other side with Disturbed when we went. I don't know what is with Melbourne being actually competent when it comes to that sort of stuff. Seriously,
I think it's just our music scene's just so cultured.
to this day I'm shocked I still was able to get, was it Chinese or something? I think I got like braised pork or something at 3 a.m. on a Sunday night, on a Monday morning, coming back from PAX, my very first PAX. I was blotto as drunk, walking along the tram line, trying to get back to the bus station to go back to the airport. But I'm blind drunk at 3 a.m. walking through Melbourne, and I actually picked up freshly made Chinese food.
Yeah.
You couldn't do that in Sydney anymore. All the lockout laws killed the Sydney like nightlife.
Quite literally a couple of weekends ago, one of my real close friends, we went out for his Bucks weekend, and I was in a kebab shop at 4:05 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah,
and they were cooking up a storm.
There's two places I can think of that will still be open all day and all night, and they're one's an Indian place up the road from me. They don't close till like 4 a.m. most nights, and I would never go there again only because I had food poisoning day one of them opening, and that. And then I had two other content creators, by the way, who came out my way, and they were like, "Oh, do you recommend anywhere?" I'm like, "Oh, avoid this particular restaurant." They went there because I told them that the Cum Pillar. So it was an old health food store. So you buy like salads and stuff they used to make fresh there before they moved out and this Indian place moved in. It's an Indian food restaurant. It's really good. Everything else in that area, amazing. But this one place made me violently ill. And they've got this green pillar with what looks like cum slapped all over it. So it's become the Cum Pillar. Because if I don't want to see it looks like the Cum Pillar.
Oh my god.
So yeah.
Do we
yeah.
I was just gonna say, do we need to like do a little intro since we're now recording on Audacity, or?
Yeah, why not?
I'm just not sure what to expect because I can talk if you just want me to talk.
I know. That's maybe it's like yin and yang at this point. All right, let's do it. So, hello everyone. This is Plotsky and Condi. We're doing some cheeky talks with the podcast. Anything goes. It's pretty much like Rumble 1/2, but with verbal attacks, not so much physical attacks. It's how.
Can I swear on the show, Plod?
Fuck yes, you can.
G'day, cunnies.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. I can already tell.
So what? We're playing Medieval, right?
Apparently.
Let's put some Medieval on the screens. We don't have to seriously play it, but just give the audience something while we're chatting away, talking about cum pillars.
The cum pillars are good. Apparently. Let me get that on. The old cum pillars. All right, let me just get this hide numbers. Why is it? There you go. All right, so old mate and I are going to be playing this game, which I have not played in a long time.
Yeah. When did Medieval come out? Can anyone look that up? Because it would have had to be 1990s.
It was like 1998. I want to say, but why? Give me a sec. I think this is working out. Cool. Yeah, I've got like all these applications over all at once. It's really, really Oh my god. Plus, can you not have like this sort of camera? Just realised I'm on camera again. How weird. Like, yeah,
You're on camera.
Yeah, I know.
Valen chat's strapped under a cat.
Yeah. Oh, 1999. So 1 year after Metal Gear. Not bad. Okay.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. Alright, so let's get started, shall we?
Well, I'm still getting used to all the controls. It's been so long.
Oh, see, for me, it's been like since day one. I only played it once, and that was it.
What, the original Medieval?
Yeah, I haven't played it since day one.
Oh.
I always want to play number 1 and 2.
It has.
It's never ever got to play it.
Let it.
Oh, it's one of those games I remember fondly. I remember PlayStation 1 time. I remember Driver. I remember Medieval. And I remember Crash Bandicoot and Spyro.
Oh, Spyro I never played either. That's another thing.
What? You've never played Spyro?
Never played Spyro.
That's crazy. You'll have to change that. They did the whole remaster.
I know, and I was told that many a time. Alright, so let's see. See, I was a wee kid, like Metal Gear and, you know, other things like that.
I mean, I didn't have much access to stuff, so when I was growing up, my parents, I felt like, were very conservative.
Yeah, that's
So I was-
to a T. I know nothing.
I wasn't even able to watch, like, The Simpsons.
I was told not to watch South Park until my mum's friends watched it and pissed herself off at the same time. So, basically, my mum used to be part of a sewing group. So
That's pretty cool.
So one of her friends who's like,
How'd she get stitched up doing that?
I'm fucking dad jokes already. Ow. Well, yeah, for those who don't know, I hate puns and dad jokes. That's going to be very changing tonight, I imagine. You never escape it.
I'm already forgetting. Oh, that's right. You got to go into select every time you want to change weapons.
Oh, that's right. Ugh. In the new one, the remake, I suppose I was just testing it before. You don't have to do that. You press triangle to change it.
See, that's some good changes. When you do a remaster and you actually improve the quality of life. There goes a zombie.
Hey, Cosmo,
Bit. To touch on what you were saying with concerts and whatnot, the Melbourne scene's always been quite good here. I've been very fortunate, and I think when I have gone to other musical places in different states in Australia, I've been very spoiled.
You really have been. Like Sydney has been. The problem is with Sydney, everything is either Homebush, or you go to the metro, which is like really inner city. Like we're talking, you can catch a train into the main the CBD area and get there, or you go somewhere local to me. Like there's no more white nightlife at all.
Really?
Pubs and clubs is not a thing that much.
Why?
Lockout laws, man.
Was it because you just had such a terrible crime rate or something?
No. It was one guy that I actually know the guy, by the way. I found out it was one of my friends from high school got cow punched so badly he got crippled. Or like he actually got he lost the use of his legs for like 6 or 7 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, just was paralysed from the waist down for a couple. Like he said, he can walk, but it's not like good times or anything. Someone just like punch him in the back of the head and donkey punch him. Fuck.
It's probably the most cowardly thing that you can do to someone is not even look at them when you're doing something incredibly violent, because I don't know. It's just disappointing to hear that. But what, they figured making lockout laws is going to stop that?
Yes. So so again, this is going to sound very anti-liberal party, but fuck it, I'm so over their shit. What's happened is the Liberals jumped on them and said, "Oh, how disgusting! We should be really curbing all the violence in Sydney, because the King's Cross and that had a really bad reputation as well. That's not the King's Cross was like really fucking sus back in the day.
Right.
So they're taking that as an opportunity to go, oh, let's make lockout laws, except for the casino. That whole zone of the casino was completely exempt from that.
Yeah, because it makes them money. The Packers.
So that's just to give you a little heads up why I'm a bit But up until about just before COVID would be, I was still able to go out and go to see a movie at like 11, 12 at night and still be able to get home at like 1 and start working.
Damn.
No, that's not going to happen anymore. But in Melbourne, I could do that quite easily.
Easy. For sure.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone. It's not very anti-strip city, but there are days when I go.
Oh, DJ's here. Do you know DJ?
So I've got a feeling that because I started a bit later, everyone was shell-shocked right now. Ooh, you're gonna get the chalice.
Oh, this game's so good. It's funny that I don't know. I think it must be pure nostalgia for me right now, because there'd be people looking at this going, "This is absolutely shit house."
It's deplorable. Like, I'm the same with what's it, Metal Gear 1? People have this real weirdness that they like, oh, it really looks really terrible, but they heard like amazing things. But I'm like, how can you say that? Give it a. It's never been the gameplay. It's never been the graphics for me. It's always been the gameplay. The games.
Correct. Correct. I agree.
Aversion to it. I don't know why.
So what questions did you want to ask tonight?
Well, that's the thing, guys. So as I said before, just before we started this little journey, I'll have a little thing here for you all to use if you want to ask us. Either ask the question.
Oh, you!
That can be aimed at either one of us. Did you end up working how to get to the chalice? I can't sort of get there. I don't know why.
I mean, I walked up to the chalice, I couldn't grab it. I'm thinking you need another power or something to grab it.
Oh, well, see, I can't even get to it. It's weird. Like, the door won't unlock.
You gotta hit the statue.
Ah, that's, yeah.
Come on, you're a gamer.
Am I? Hey, I've had to say that so many times, like, when people ask, some people at work, my last couple of workplaces worked out I stream, because the way I talk.
Hmm.
Like, oh, you must be a streamer. Like, am I? Although, I will say this. Okay, so I'd just be able, you're going to kill a lot of enemies and unlock some for you.
Ah.
So,
Now
some
we're
of the
gaming.
most generous people I've met. This is going to sound really obnoxious to say, but I've met some very generous people through the banking sector.
Right.
Charity work. Because what happens, so I have worked for banks in the past, right? And one I stayed with for 6 years, I was on their support team for like 6 years, right?
So you could really count on them.
Yes.
Should note that down.
You really could go for that, didn't you? You could go for that.
They're really good at coining phrases, you know?
Yeah, they are. You almost say that they're quite stable in some ways. Fuck him.
Welcome to the Hall of Heroes, where the
yeah,
bravest warriors from history spend
most of my charity
eternity
work in
feasting,
the last couple of
singing, and
years
arm wrestling.
was really because of them.
If they think
They
you're
also bought me
worthy
like
enough,
your hot
you
sauce
may
and
be
that from
able to
America.
persuade them to
I used to
give
work for
you
an
a
American
new
bank
weapon.
that was based in Sydney as well.
Oh,
So you
okay.
get like, you know, the hottest sauce in the world given to you at any one time. They went, oh yeah, you know, you should do this for your stream. I'm like, how do you know I stream? Oh, we've been by. Don't worry. And you find out that they've donated like $400 of charity for the kids. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, serious?
That's awesome.
One of them got me really good. He's like, hey, don't wait up at, like, when you get to work tomorrow, don't come and see us. We've got something for you. The assholes bought this hot sauce called the End, which is essentially like 4 times the heat of a Carolina Reaper.
Right.
It decimated me.
The name like the End, I would be worried.
You have to sign a waiver to take it away. I didn't know about this until I looked it up online. They told me, oh, look it up online before, like afterwards. I'm like, okay, because I've got a pretty high pain tolerance.
Hey,
Maxi,
Yeah, Maxi.
But yeah, just honestly, when you have something that hot on like a big teaspoon, it wasn't like a small spoon. I regretted it massively.
I bet. How many times hotter than the Reaper? 4? 3? Is that what you said?
4 times, yeah. It was brutal. Sorry about that, my throat's really yummy today.
Yeah.
Yummy. No, just, yeah, when you get something like that given to you, and you're like, oh yeah, let's do it for charity, it's for the kids. And then you have it and go, ooh! And you can see on my face, like there's a clip from years and years ago, of me like lunging for a bottle of milk, pretty much, trying to like just dissolve it. It just wasn't happening. It actually got worse the next day because I was sweating so much. Like, I used to have a lady who used to work with us in our team. She's like, you smell like chilies for some reason. I'm like, yeah, I wonder why. Because I couldn't get out of the shower or anything. I was sweating out of my pores and everything. It was so brutal.
I can't do anything hot based, so
Oh, you should.
I struggle.
You should have seen. God! Hang on, did I not post that in Discord?
No,
really?
God, please, no,
Wait a sec, that's weird.
no.
Hello, Intel, you doing? I don't know what happened. That's weird. It should have posted. Oh, you.
What happened?
No, nothing. I posted on my channel.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It was all up in the air, so it should be fine. That's your good.
Apparently,
Oh,
I'm
really?
louder than you.
Yeah, apparently. Well, you know what? Maybe you should hear his angelic voice, his dad jokes. Alright, there you go. That should be a little bit better.
Now, are we supposed to be in this area, Plot?
We are. I believe this is the, like, we get, every time we get like a chalice, we get a thing of souls, and then we can talk to these guys.
Right.
I don't remember
And then we
what-
leave.
Yeah, there's something, I was just trying to remember how. Yes, everyone. Sorry about that. That's my fault. Oh wow! What they have Genshin Impact trading cards? What the fuck?
Wow. You can't make enough money as it is?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like the hell? How'd you get out of the area? By the way, Lama, how you doing?
I just went back to the entrance and I waited in the circle and it said, do you want to leave?
Yeah.
And I said, yes. Hello, Lana.
Yeah, we're playing Medieval. We're playing as Sir Dan Forsyth. We're just doing a cheeky bit of track talk, so you can ask us anything. So, Intel, the usual thing applies. You know, anything you see that might be a bit saucy, you can veto as well. The talk track thing. Got an SR, an SSR, and a GR. It is completely out of my wheelhouse, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
So an SR is super rare, then super rare, and then golden rare, I'm thinking.
So, even from the shackles
The
of
shackles of death,
my old enemy pursues me. You're too late, Fortescue. Already my army has risen from
It's
the
funny
grave.
because I'm not playing
You
with
will
any
never
audio.
leave this necropolis.
You are.
missing.
Oh yeah, you said you were.
So I can focus on you more. I get distracted with auditory things in the background. So if I want to focus on the conversation, I normally do things with the muted if I'm trying to multitask.
Where I have, like, you know, it's chaos in my ears most of the time. Like, case. By the way, when people say, "Oh, you missed a chat," I wonder fucking why.
So I saw that you had questions you like to ask people.
Yeah, and that's
when they
you
come
to
on.
ask as well, by the way.
Oh, so I have to ask you?
Oh, you can ask me. I can ask you. I have some pretty good ones lined up in my brain already.
Okay.
Aren't saucy, but like, so the one I like is, hey,
hey, that's a good one.
yeah, if the camera's on, you didn't store. If you were to meet anyone, living or dead, you were able to have the ability to meet them and ask them a question, who would you like to meet? What would you ask them? And would you try and help them avoid a fate, whatever fate they befell them?
Man, that's a question you don't really think about all too often, right?
Yeah.
Hey, British. Man, that's a tough question to answer. I would probably go with...
Okay, you can't do any worse than what Carmen and Lapita gave me, which was like pretty... It was dark as fuck. If you don't know who they are, they're Pericle Joy twins. They're pretty rad people. I've been talking to them. I've been talking to them once now. But they told me, and I quote, that they would want to meet their dad, give him a condom. So like,
Jesus.
yeah, I know. That's what I like. Just, yeah, that's my exact reaction. I'm like,
Wowee.
oh. It wasn't even wow. He was like, holy fuck. Look, I should stop for a second.
Man,
That's
who would I want to meet?
scream.
Living or dead, did you say?
Yeah, living dead. I said, you got the bar now. The bar's there. You can go.
Dude, that's such a ridiculously hard question because there's so many people I would like to meet. Hey,
well, I've got one for you. You might not expect it.
We have failed the master. We give our lives.
Rumiko Takahashi.
I'm from Takahashi's Castle.
Nope. Rumiko Takahashi is the author of a lot of amazing manga from the 70s up until now. She's one of the first female major Motherboard. Oh yeah, yeah. I won't go down your path until you monster. She did the one of the more prominent things she's done recently. At least she's helped out with the Rama 1/2 anime that's out at the moment on Netflix. That's her baby, by the way. She's very very well known outside Japan as well. I would like to know what made her think of come up with all the rom-coms that she's done in the past, because they are so varied and so. Her problem is that she's got this problem where she'll go through a whole series, like we're talking like 400 chapters plus, and then resolve this, and then just be like, oh, we're gonna end it. She wrote Inuyasha, that helps.
I haven't seen any of this so far that you've mentioned, and I feel kind of uncultured because I know Inuyasha is supposed to be a staple.
It's like a staple of like Vengance anime. I mean, here going like, oh, you know, in 1996 she made this amazing story, and I'm like,
See, with 90s and 2000s anime, I immediately think of Zoids.
God, I haven't thought of it for a long time. Like, we're talking. I think the last thing I watched in that sort of like league was probably Beyblade.
Wow. Yeah, Beyblade, that was a good time.
Yeah, but hey, Valkyrie, I'll tell you now, I'm a massive Inuyasha fan. Massive Inuyasha fan.
It'll go on my list of animes to watch. Like, I haven't watched any Gundam Seed either, and I've been told that's a
Neither have.
really good
I haven't
time.
watched any Gundam. I am very uncultured in that. Apparently, it's been the best thing ever made. I'm like, oh, okay. Something good. Oh, I'm gonna drop
Come on, use that gamer brain.
I'm trying to. The brain is not there today. When is it ever there? I'm waiting until say something like that.
Some anime parties. Yeah, I'd be down for that, British.
Yeah. Serial Experiments Lane would be another really cool one you should watch.
What about
There you go.
people talk about that? What's that really graphically gory
There's
one?
a few out there.
Berserk.
Oh,
I've never seen Berserk, but some people have told me that's also not good, and I should read the manga.
give me a second one. Apparently I missed something. Didn't know why.
Oh,
Yeah, give me a sec.
food time.
Give me a sec.
Oh, I just had my first death. That was scary. But yeah, chat, if you have any questions for us, throw them out there. There's a little command you can trigger with channel points and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, just go ahead and ask questions. I don't mind. I'm back.
Hi back, I'm Condi.
Hate it. But yeah, anime wise, what have you seen? What would you recommend? Since we're talking now, we're getting on a different question completely to what I actually asked. I like that.
No, I can go back and answer that. Living or dead,
Dead.
who would I want to talk to and like possibly change the outcome for them?
Yeah.
I'd probably go, honestly, like my mum's father, like Pop. I never met him. He died when my mum was quite young, and the only things I've ever really heard of him, and if you don't know, my mum's going through early onset Alzheimer's, so she's slowly losing it. The only stuff I really ever heard about is a few positive things. So I'd like to sit down and talk to him and actually understand that if he was a horrible person or not. And if I could change anything, I'd change the way that he treated Nan and my mum growing up.
Yeah, that's
Because I feel like that was a big moment for my mum that she went through, and I would like to change that if I could. But you know, it's one of those things. Like, he's dead and he died a long time ago, so I can't do that. But yeah, I think your hypothetical there would give me the opportunity to do so.
So I died.
Sorry, a bit depressing.
No, that's I just died. I'm trying to work out what if I'm gonna start from scratch. Yeah, I do. God damn it. No, I'm trying to think who I'd want to ask. So I was thinking someone like, you know, who was I thinking of? Also, Intel asked us a question.
Oh, what's the question?
Based on a financial point of view, would you recommend anyone picking up tabletop Warhammer? Fuck no.
On a financial point of view, I mean, I guess
no.
if you dedicated yourself to understanding the market of tabletop Warhammer and understood which pieces were popular,
Doesn't matter. It does not matter. Seriously, yeah, I've seen people try and do like actual battle like plans. It just never works. I have spent like actual time calculating how much I've spent on Warhammer, because it's not just the Warhammer, the models, it's the books, it's the painting, it's the the lore. You might pick up some extra stuff out of the blue. It's a subscription to Warhammer TV, which I cancelled, thank God, because I forgot about that.
Warhammer TV, excuse me.
Yeah, they made their own Netflix that no one bought, apparently.
Because that's not what they're good at doing.
Well, no, they've got animators doing like TV shows for them.
Oh, you!
The models and stuff.
Are you
my
serious?
stream? Oh, yeah. Maybe. I can't recommend it unless you go on eBay and find someone who's already painted a whole lot of stuff, or they've bought they've got stuff they're getting rid of. That's the only way I would recommend doing it. eBay rescues are the best way because it's recycling, which I'm a big fan of. And you usually get stuff pretty cheap. Alright, what was the prudish? Can Piccolo make anything happen by saying either my nose will grow or X? I don't know. Honey?
What's the question again?
Can Pinocchio...
Oh, you!
Can Pinocchio make anything happen by saying either my nose is about to grow or X? I'm just thinking,
I don't understand the question.
Yeah, I don't think he has reality warping powers, but, you know... It's a good question, though.
He has an exceptionally long nose.
I mean, sure. That doesn't mean he's a reality warper, though. Warhammer 3D printing? Yeah, sure. I'm not going to say no to it, but I'm also not going to, like, go out my way to say, hey, go... There's a guy on YouTube that's really pissed me off, actually, about all that stuff.
What's that?
His name's Commissar Gamza or something. He went from being like an actual like, hey, this is an army, yada yada. This is what I recommend. To Warhammer's doomed. 3D printing's so much cheaper. Yeah. Oh.
Oh right, okay.
The
extreme of it all.
Yeah, like it's a bit on the nose. As much as I'm like, yeah, fuck Games Workshop sometimes. There's a point where like they pretty much. These YouTubers, all they do is just, they're doomsaying everything all the time.
Well, here's my stance on like 3D printing stuff. As long as it's, you're making like a custom piece or something like that, that's really cool.
Yeah.
But even for people that like might be new to the scene, maybe they want to just get their feet wet, and someone's like, "Oh, I'll 3D print it for you."
Yeah, but I can understand as well where like they've got to protect their license, and it's all about creative licenses and everything involved. I don't hate it, I think it's a good thing that maybe people can get into it at a more affordable price. But at the same time, like if you've got like 100 bloody models and you got like 1,000 sprues left over of different parts, the amount of times I've seen people try and sell things like a body for like an Ogren. I'll give you an example. There's a couple models I want to get more of, right? Now, there's two options I have. I go on eBay, try and find the cheapest box of the models I can, or you go onto the international like bits market, which is just ludicrous.
Right. So is that like second-hand pieces or something, or?
Yeah. So there's actually a place in Canberra that has a massive market for it, which is just they clip everything off sprues and then sell you those bits individually. Do you want to know how much a body usually costs for some models?
Sure.
A guardsman, a little man, you can pay up to $4 for a body.
I forgot how to block.
Yep.
I'm in the middle of a boss fight now.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, Alpha? Exactly. That's why I said, fuck that. Because the new models they released are like a lot bigger than the old ones and look a little bit more detailed. So that's how they're justifying. It's like $64 for like a box of guardsmen, right? Actually, how much are guardsmen now? They've gone up a fuckload. But then you go international, and it's just as bad, if not worse. There's some German eBay store that sells some pretty expensive, like really expensive bits.
So if you're a brand new person to the scene, how would you recommend someone to start? Like, what should they do?
Buy one. Don't get the free model from. Get the free model from Games Workshop. Get used to like say, hey, can I do a test paint? Might see if I like it. If you like what you see, either go to a smaller. Yeah, well, that's another thing too. You can buy a small value box, or you buy a codex or a book from either them or a small like store. There's a one up the road from me, or one up like the next suburb over, which is really good, called the Combat Company, for example. They sell everything at 21% off the whole range. Go to them, buy a box, or buy anything you want. I'd say buy the book first and maybe a box of models and see what you like.
Okay.
That's how I would do it. Because I did this. I made.
Thank you, British.
I made a stupid mistake of buying Forge World, which is the next level up. It's all resin. It's very hard to work with if you don't know what you're doing. So for those in the know, I built an army of Elysian drop troops when they were sort of in the middle of their life cycle. They don't exist anymore in Warhammer at all. They got rid of them.
Okay, so we got some context for a question earlier from Prudish.
Yep.
Pinocchio's nose only grows when he lies. So if he says, my nose is about to grow, and it grows, that is not a lie, and therefore impossible scenario, which means that adding the X to the X must happen, otherwise he's lying. His nose will grow, causing a paradox.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. Yeah.
My brain hurts.
It basically means it's like a never-ending cycle.
Right.
That does really help.
Oh, I can't swim? Oh, I fucking hate old games.
The
where you
Vandy
can't
Show
swim.
said cheese.
Yeah, cheese.
James May cheese? No thanks. I've had enough of his cheese.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah,
did I just get a game over?
Yeah, you did as well. You know what, look, I would say this is what I told a friend who was getting into it. I told her what to do. I gave her a rundown what should do. Go to your local game store. Go have a talk to them. See what books there are of the army you want. So say if you want to buy a codex for about half, I've seen them pretty cheap. there. And then if you like the army, you buy a box of troops. See if you like the painting aspect, keep going.
Okay.
Because there are things where people have bought like the value boxes, and they like. I know someone who bought a value box, did 2 or 3 models, went eh. So you know what happens? They go on eBay, they sell them off on eBay for like half price.
Okay. So just prey on other people getting too overwhelmed and selling all their shit on eBay.
Pretty much. That's yeah. There's a place in England that was really good. I found that does like people sell their stuff to them directly, and then they pick up the excess essentially.
Interesting.
I've bought Forge World stuff, which is very expensive from them. This place directly, and they were really good.
Well, you see, okay, let's go into like more expensive hobbies, right? So, if there's money was never a problem, what hobby or what interest would you go balls deep to the wall with?
Bikes, cars, and bikes.
Like the motored kind, or like Matchbox 20, or
I mean,
not Matchbox 20, Matchbox cars.
My dad was down that road already, so he's already done Matchboxes. He bought them all for me when I was young, and then sold them off.
So he bought them for himself, ultimately.
Pretty much, yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
There's a whole box of them somewhere that I don't know where they are, but it's like rare, like because Matchbox were doing trains at one point. And there's this whole box somewhere of like rare train or locomotives that you'll never see again. We're talking like as old as I am almost.
So they went off track with what they were doing.
Fuck's sake.
Derailed.
Jesus, yes. Fucking train.
I'm surprised they choose to do that.
Just on my face right now.
So yours would be cars and bikes. I do like that. I'm just not very good with my hands. Like my old man's very good with cars, and that's his special interest for sure right now.
Stage candy.
But mine would be retro collecting. So just all old consoles and games. I would just literally buy up every single possible game in like first editions. You know, like all stuff in their cases. Have like a fully sick setup in my room. Keep it clean. I'd really go balls deep to the wall with that. I just can't afford that. There's games out there now that cost hundreds of dollars. Sometimes $1,000.
Yeah, I know. And you know what's funny? Retro and I used to do that as a business. That's how I have a little shit money that you may have come across in the past.
Right.
We used to run a small online business, and that went belly up because of 2017. All the things just happened, and we couldn't keep going.
I mean, maybe you can help me get on my way, because I've got an interest in it, and I find it hard to like find a good buy, and you know,
that's something Retro would be able to help you with, and I would be able to facilitate the meet at least, because he does a lot of shit still. So do I. Okay, what's your the thing that you would want right now that you probably couldn't get anywhere?
Oh man, like I'm
talking.
talking.
A lot of things that I could probably help you with.
A lot of the RPGs of the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 era.
Yeah.
So JRPG wise, there was a lot, like, you know, Legend of Dragoon and all those types of games. Wild Arms, Suikoden, Legend of Mana.
You're speaking my language right now, because I'm a massive fan of Suikoden, and also Wild Arms, and also Xenogears, which we never got in Australia. Yeah,
so Xenogears is one of those games I've never got to experience either, and I've got it sitting because I quote unquote own Xenogears, right? So I've got a ROM of it because I do own it, but I don't own it.
Yep.
I haven't owned it. If that makes sense.
You own it on actual hardware.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Actual hardware.
Exactly. I want to own it again on actual hardware.
But you actually have it on the hardware though, on actual hardware. I know what you're saying, but you also know what I'm saying.
So that's the hobby and interest I would get lost in. I would start collecting all the PlayStation era RPG games that ever existed.
Yep.
And I would kind of go from there because
So
there's
there are so many games out there I want that will never be released. Especially Square are notorious for not releasing them unless there's enough demand. And it's like, guys,
yeah, and also getting like a mint condition PS.
Yeah.
I've got a PS1 and like a mint condition PS2. Those types of things. I just don't know where to start. I don't know where I'm getting ripped off. I don't know where to look for good buys, what are bad buys. So it's just one of those things like,
I give you
do you go to garage sales?
Honestly, garage sales are amazing. So Retro and I, he used to do all the scouting stuff and I used to go along with him and we'd go like, I'd put money in, he'd put money in. How it would work is, you hear about, my collection's too big. I need to get rid of some stuff. I'll put up a thing on Facebook Marketplace for a garage sale. You have like 90 people come out at the same time to do the exact same thing we were doing, trying to find some gear to sell, right? Mm-hmm. At the moment, I've got 2 Nintendo 64s sitting with him and his friend, because he used to also do. His friend used to do stuff for us for cleaning consoles, right? So he used to work with radios and he's got all the gear to do like. Cleaning, Nintendo 64 controllers and re-soldering stuff for us. It's really good.
Okay.
So that's another thing too. We used to do the whole shebang. It's like cleaning, servicing, and like selling.
See, I wouldn't be into the selling part. I'd be just just collecting, building a collection.
Well, that's what I started doing with my own stuff. I started off very small, and I went crazy with my collection. And then 2017, a big a theft occurred in our place, and I lost a whole lot of my stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah, the arcade artwork and the hardware for the arcade stuff? I had all my things for my SNK games go missing.
Shit.
Like, we're talking a lot of money.
How much are we talking?
$18,000.
Holy fuck.
We're talking like stuff that you can never get again, and it was a promotional stuff from like Ubisoft. That's the biggest one I can think of. I bought it for $190 from Ubisoft directly. It was the Black Flag special edition that they only made for themselves. Like EB Games got a half-assed version of the one I got, for example. That version. Oh no! Give me back the sword. Yeah, they don't make that anymore, and that's gone. At the time of the theft, it was like $900 worth. I bought it for $180.
Oh my god!
It hurt. Let's just say that.
No, I bet that's a considerable. It's not even about the monetary value at that point. It's something that's pretty special that you were able to find, and that was dear to you. And now you can't get it because it was almost like a one-of-a-kind situation.
Yeah, and it really hurt me big time. Because I'm like, never collecting ever again, pretty much. At that point, never buying any more pre-order stuff anymore. It was just enough, I'm like, ow.
For sure. Yeah, that's the hobby interest I would get heavily invested in.
And it makes it worse that, like, you go collect the stuff, and I was going to build an arcade machine. I was going to do all the stuff with those ROMs, those boards. It never happened because, just had no money. Just couldn't stand to go collect it all again.
Yeah. No, that's definitely daunting, and it would have just make you want to give up, really.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to move the topic of conversation to something more positive. Sorry to bring that up to you.
No, it's just funny because like, I that's exactly how I felt. Like I was like, ow. Okay, here's my question to you: favorite arcade machine, and would you go out of your way to make one yourself?
Oh, I was a big fan of what was that old? I forget the name of it, but it was the basketball arcade machine.
Oh,
and it was the dunking one.
NBA Jam.
Yeah, NBA Jam. I used to love that shit on an arcade machine. Or Time Crisis. I love Time Crisis. Whenever I see a Time Crisis, I get excited and I'll go play it.
Same.
Like
seriously.
if they've got them at a movie theater or whatever, that's what I'd get involved with.
The amount of times I was stopping at like a cinema that had like a Time Crisis and literally went out of my way to play it.
And like if you were talking about modern, there was a Terminator one that I really liked too.
Honestly, it doesn't matter. How did you get the boss to come down? Oh, yeah, okay, Gamer Brain. Here we go.
Come on, you got this. What about you? What's your arcade machine?
Either Shinobi for Sega, or I'm trying to find what else would be my other one. Or it would be Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2. Okay. I'm a massive Street Fighter fan.
If you're a massive Street Fighter fan, who's your favorite player? Are you a Zangief?
Mm-hmm. He's very much my favorite. Oh no, like I'm split between him and also Kami. Would you believe?
No, she's a pretty popular fighter. If I was to pick one, what's the Hindu guy? Dalsin? Yeah, I really like him. Being able to breathe fire on people, extend all your body parts.
Oh no, I'm just... Zangief is very easy for me to play. I don't know why, but he just speaks to me.
Intel's saying they played a great Initial D racer in Japan. That would have been super sick, because I've watched a couple episodes of Initial D.
Initial D is amazing. There you go, that's an anime you can watch one day.
Yeah, no, I've watched a couple of episodes. Oh, and to go back, it looks like other people were saying their special interests.
Oh,
Val was mentioning about armor for cosplays, like going bonkers on those. Because I think people spent a shit ton on that type of stuff.
Yeah, cosplay stuff is expensive as hell. Vintage cars will be, yeah, I'll be definitely cars or bikes for me, as I said before. I'll be talking like old pre-war bikes, especially.
Right. What brand?
BSA, Velocet, Norton. My granddad used to race bikes and Ducati and all that. He used to race bikes as a hobby.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So my granddad was a mechanic who also raced vintage motorcycles as a hobby.
It's real cool.
It's actually really cool. Oh, here you go. Ah, okay. Good bird in the heart, eh? Yeah, Valky, I know. I was going to say, I've actually read, there was a booklet about that they were handing out years ago about, who was the guys who were running, there's like the 501st, which are like the stormtroopers, And then there's a whole thing of colonial marines that are international, and they give you like a full booklet of how to build the props yourself.
That's kind of neat.
And you know what? You know the best part is? You know the smart gun in Aliens.
Mm.
You know what that's made from?
What's that?
The handle that you used to hold it is actually from a 1970s Yamaha bike. I'm being completely serious. So you got like your gyro, the thing holding it up for you, like taking most of the weight, and then you're basically guiding it with the handle. It's really cool. Oh shit! All right.
Oh, you're up against the boss. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out how to actually hit him. Oh, can I use?
It actually tells you on the screen, but you might have skipped it.
Yeah, probably. I'm guessing you have to hit him when he's got his heart out. Ah, no, God. Ah, I keep hitting the controls as well.
I know my wife's cousin, he does a lot of the stormtrooper stuff here in Australia, and they go to like the children's hospitals and all that stuff. He's been doing it for years, so he's quite high up for the one in Melbourne. He goes all around Australia for it too.
That's awesome though, like that's
I'm not sure, is that what it's called, the 501st Legion?
it's 501st Legion and like the ones I know of at least. That's like
Okay.
the international one. And you got like the Colonial Marines ones, I think it's like the first company.
Okay. I'll have to look into it. I don't know what the name is of the one that he was doing stuff for.
So,
Really nice guy, like he loves going to the hospitals and stuff.
Yeah, but that's cool though. Like at least he's taking care of the kids, man.
That's it. I gotta hand it to the main character, being able to get smart with the type of weapons he uses.
Yeah.
I ripped my hand off, Plod.
I know.
Gotta hand it to him.
I I'm just like, I was waiting for it, you know. You thought you were going to say it too.
But yeah, what's some of the other questions that you have, Plod, that I can...
What was another one I was trying to think? I think one was I was going to ask, if you had to choose working for a boss or working for yourself, who would you like to work? What would be better? And by the way, before we go into specifics for that, if you had if you're working from home, you're doing your own thing, then you have to
The Bandy Show said, why did the golfer get a new pair of pants?
Oh god, here we go.
Because he got a hole in one.
So what would you
Oh,
prefer,
you!
working home? Will you ever come back to Pokemon cards? There you go. That's the one, I guess.
Would I ever go back to Pokemon cards? Yeah. But I think my interest now lies in what I was saying before, like collecting retro memorabilia. Like with the Pokemon cards, it might be one of those things that I'd explore later on with Maya. But I have seen some stuff for Disney Lorcana that looks interesting.
Hey Retro, how you doing this morning?
But yeah, that's where I'm at with special interests. I don't have a lot of extra funds, and picking the one that I'm actually interested in is going to cost a lot of money. So
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Retro and I experienced this during the big wave of people coming back into the retro scene. When we were buying stuff back like years ago, Jesus Christ. I'm dead. It was nowhere near as bad as it is now. Like, we're talking like I was buying games for $20 at one point.
Mm.
And now the same games, sealed, are worth $90.
Wow.
I picked up Nier, the original Nier. Yeah, we are retro. Connie wants to get into it, and I brought up hobbies and favorite things, like, you know, things you're looking into again, and that was one that he chose. And I said, yeah, we actually had a little business going for a while. Maybe he should talk to you. Actually, I actually recommended we should have a little chatty chat.
Oi, you!
What would you say is your grail? Yeah, there you go. What would you say would be your ultimate like pickup? If you were to pick up something right now, what would you pick up?
Oh man, that's a real tough one because there's so many JRPGs that I want to get my mitts on.
So I'll give you my one pickup. I've been after it ever since I lost it. Samurai Showdown on a AES, which is the original arcade hardware or software and hardware for Neo Geo. I mean, to be able to make it into a board of some type. That's worth a lot of money now.
Oi, you!
Honestly, like I think it's one of those knockoff ones where it's authentic, quote unquote, Final Fantasy 6, but Final Fantasy 3, the American cartridge for Super NES. But honestly, it'd be in the PlayStation 2 era. I'd probably want to knock off. I want to get all the JRPGs that were released in those eras. So I would want to knock off the most expensive one off the list if I could. You know, if I had a choice to pick a holy grail item. I just don't know what that is because I'm new to this whole idea of collecting and whatnot. I just know
Yeah. See, this is the problem. If you did this like maybe 10 years ago, like back when we were around doing the whole thing, it'd be a lot cheaper by far. And because everything, we got the problem of games like are failing. That's another thing. Like big games like Game Boy games are starting to fail. Because of the life expensive of the cartridges. If you've got people are hoarding to a point where you can't just pick up like cheap games anymore. That's like there's a place near us called the Gazman, which is known around Australia, that's their bread and butter almost outside of actual video games they sell. They do like they have a video game arcade where they everything they've ever sold they have one copy of.
Right.
So the whole thing is they'll go okay, and they also get like rare things given to them all the time. Like they have a scroll from the Legends of the Wind Waker. They have one of 3 scrolls in the world that someone made for Nintendo International that they picked up once. I don't know how much it was, but that was given to them as a gift.
Wow.
But well, that's the thing. Like, I just don't know what the future's going to hold for retro game because everything is so goddamn expensive lately. Like, you just can't go and pick up stuff on eBay anymore because people go, oh, like it's really good quality, and oh my god, you know, you're going to save a lot of money here, and then you get it's all been destroyed because people swindle each other. That's what happened to me actually. Now, retro, do you remember the guys that used to try and buy stuff from us and then try and sell it the second they purchased it from us?
What?
Yeah. We sold a couple. I think I sold a couple of Mega Drives to this. Like, there was a Facebook groups. You join these groups, and they're like, "Oh, I'm looking for this," you know, and then you put up your ad of like, "Oh, you know, here's a Mega Drive with all the you know the extras for like $300 it was or something like." We all had everything ready to go. It was all nicely cleaned up and polished and ready for sale. And this guy's like, oh yeah, I'll buy it here. Here's a cash. And within 20 minutes of me selling this to him over PayPal, he hadn't even received the item. He's reusing our own images, our own, like, it was my fault for not watermarking them, but our own images, and he's like selling it for double the price almost.
Wow.
You know, like, I was like, Christian say, hey mate, I haven't even sent it, what the fuck? He's like, oh, I just realised I made an incorrect purchase, and I just realised I actually need to sell it ASAP. And like, and I look and go, oh, you're a seller, aren't you? He's like, no. Then, yeah, he got caught out. Big time.
So Retro is saying a trip to Japan. I did go to Japan, and I probably missed a great opportunity because I did buy a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I've got some SNES stuff or Super Famicom, but I would want the English copies. That's the problem.
You'd be surprised how, like, if you have a look on eBay or you go on Facebook. I don't want to say Facebook because it's this hub of
so hard. Yeah,
it is like you literally get swindled. I've seen it before firsthand. You get swindled and they go, oh yeah. Or my favorite was the guy bought a brand new copy, pretty much in-box copy of Mike Tyson. I was like, oh, I really want that, as for my own thing when we were looking. And he bought it for $60, right? So I'm like, yeah, that's fair, because it's a pretty, hard to come by version, because that version of Mike Tyson doesn't exist really anymore, outside of, like, oh, sorry. And yeah, you go to his page, he's already trying to sell it on his own store in Perth.
Wow.
And
It's just ruthless, huh?
Hey, $90 for a 60. He made a $30. He tried to make a $30 profit.
But what about the people that actually just want to collect the stuff and not sell it?
Yeah. I would say there are people out there who pretty much like that, but then you just seem to get all the people who want to make a profit off it, regardless. Like Retro, that guy that we went to, that house that was just full of stuff. Like, he had like Nintendo 64s that were rare, and he bought too much, and he just wanted to see if he can make some money back on them. I'm like, oh, dude, how much did you spend? Like a house in Bankstown that was just full of just consoles. Wow. And as I said, we had like 90 plus people there just scouring for his collection. I think we spent like $600 there that day. Who was the chef? Hang on, who am I thinking of then? We've been to a house before, haven't we? I swear I've been to a house with you that was like that. Or was that the same guy? I'm misremembering. You get all these weird stories. Like, you get like people go, "Oh, we've got to make some money back." I'm a bit, But it's sad because like they buy all the stuff trying to sell it, and back then it wasn't as profitable as it is now, where you can make a bit of money on it. But it sort of does like ruin the market for everyone else. Like.
Yeah. Look, as I said before, I don't know where to start. I know what I want to get out of it. I just don't know where to start.
You know what you need, mate? You need a good old, all you need is just 1 or 2 games that you really want, and then go from there, and it will grow. That's what happened with me. That's what happened with Retro. you go through this phase of, yeah, I could eat today, or could buy another game.
But I have a kid to think about.
You're gonna have many kids after this very soon.
Start on a single system, yeah. So I'd be looking at probably the PS1. I feel like that would be the most accessible.
It is
out of PS1 and PS2, because PS2 copies are probably harder to find.
Do not ever start on Dreamcast. That's all I'm going to tell you right now.
No, like,
Oh,
so
you!
yeah, my ultimate thing is PS1, PS2, RPG, JRPGs.
Apparently, when's your next cube? No. When's the next? It's gonna be like, what's gonna be the condiment name for the next one?
Unfortunately, we can't have any more kids, so.
That's a shame. Hey, less you in the world, mate. It's a real shame. Seriously, you're absolutely.
So
No,
we
because
might
seriously,
foster down the track, but yeah, nah,
Yeah,
there's
that's my.
too many complications with the first one to risk the wife going through that again.
Yeah, well, so I'm in the same boat, mate. I've decided I'm going to adopt. Maybe we're going to go down that path. Got too much
there's
teenage fuckery, so yeah. It'll be my first.
Look, there's plenty of people out there, or you know, children and people that need homes and parents.
Well,
you know,
that's why I always said, like, why add more humans to a world where it's just uncruel, like things are shrinking and people are suffering, when there's people who are suffering now that would love having an extra little hand.
100%, 100%. And good night, Val. I think Val was off to bed.
Yeah,
I might have missed it.
Well, sorry, we just went to like our conversations.
So you were talking before about like old bikes and stuff. Is your collecting of vehicles, is it like I know you have you had a Rexy and stuff.
Yeah.
Is it all Japanese 90s,
No,
2000s cars, or
so
is it more
my original starting point was Holdens and Fords and that. Like,
okay?
my old man sort of got me into that, and my granddad got me into it, like collecting cars and all that. Like, but I'm also I've ridden bikes before. I've been in like high performance cars, and like it's always been like a thing of how much money do I have and how much am I willing to drive like I stole it. But yeah, the Rexy was like the biggest boost I've had so far in that endeavour, because that was like a night and day between the old shitty Bombador I used to have, and then there's a point where I think the first day I got it, actually got on the road with it under my name. I went out of the driveway of the dealership, because they got a hill you have to go up and then down to get it out of there, out of the complex. I accidentally forgot how to drive the car because it's very different to a Commodore, and got a bit of air going out of the driveway.
Oh wow!
Because you used to put your foot down on the Commodore to go uphill. You forget there's a reason why the turbo doesn't kick. The turbo kicks in almost instantly. You're like, oh shit. So I got
Hey, you found a secret area.
I got a phone call from the dealership. Said, "Was that you going up the hill?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was." But yeah, it's. I've always had Commodores for a long time, and then suddenly it's been like now a thing of the grass is green on the other side. I always dismiss like Rexes or like GTRs and GTI Golfs, and it's been like just a lot of noise. And yes, they are powerful, but there was always like I always seem to get like against like in lights and that you always see people like in these modded Civics, and you think, why would you spend money on that? Why not get a good car, like a nice car to drive, like a little. And we're talking like thousands of dollars being spent on modifying it, right? We're not talking like just exhaust and maybe a tune-up, but we're talking like a full kit done.
Yeah, people go
Like
nuts on Hondas.
Yeah, I know, but that's another problem too. I can't fit in them. I nearly broke someone's. They were trying to sell a GTR down the road from where my parents used to live years ago. The guy's like, "Oh yeah, you should be able to fit in." My knees were on the dash.
Oh no!
It was tiny, and the seat wouldn't go back any further. And I got in, and I'm like, "Oh, my knees can't fit properly." I had to sort of semi-commando roll out of the car because I couldn't get out. Konski, yeah, I know, mate.
Just saying. Apparently, I got to use the skeleton key for this door. I just don't know how to use it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work that out as well.
Oh, Schwippy.
Hey, Schwippy, no mate. Fellow bearded one in our presence. Let's see if I can get this bloody key. How do you do this? What the fuck? I'm at the same point you are.
Comically lifted RAM mute on the way to the train today. Baffling money choice. Yeah, I've sold some RAMs through my work, right? So I do novated leases for people.
Like, why
and this guy's like, this guy dropped like $127,000 on a RAM.
What the fuck?
like, dude, that's a shit car. But, you know, they want a truck. I want a real truck.
The ones that do my head in the F-150s, like those monstrous things, like, how do you, like, I understand Americans, because, like, Americans are fucked in the head. Either way, sorry to all the Americans in the chat, but, you know, sorry, it is true. But then on top of it, the Australians will pick up the F-150s, right? And they think, oh, I'm a big boy, my big car. Dude, I've watched a 5'5" guy try and get into one of those, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, you had to grip the seat, the bottom of the like, it was the, I don't know how to explain it. It was just like watching like a spider monkey try and climb up to a car. It was so funny.
Could have been a Cybertruck, yeah, that's true.
What is with people in... I've got stuck behind a Tesla today on the way back home from work. What the fuck, man? They can't drive. He just couldn't drive. But he was brake checking me the whole time. Like, just kept ramming his brakes on at random.
They barely don't, like, you don't even really have to use the brakes on Teslas either. You just take your foot off the accelerator and it does the work.
Yeah, but he kept doing it, and it's like, dude, holy fuck. We're doing like 20.
I'm at the point where I don't know what we're supposed to be doing with this door.
Yeah, same here. I'm at that. We're just talking now, pretty much.
The living world lies behind these skull gates. The master of the hilltop mausoleum, the stained glass demon, has possession of the skull key.
Okay, which we
already
done. Yeah,
I've got the skull key.
You open the door. Yeah. Brutish. I mean, first off,
British,
fuck you.
I'm going to fucking ram your head through the door, British. Will that open it?
Okay, so apparently, when am I buying towel? When someone buys them for me, and I paint them on stream, sure, you get to choose the color of the towel. This is my open proclamation to you all. If someone buys me a box of towel, we're talking like just a single figure Fire Warriors. I will build them on stream. I'll paint them the color that you want. And we'll have a big laugh, because I despise the towel with absolute passion. It's not the models themselves or the lore. It's the people who seem to gravitate towards them as players. It seems to bring out the worst in people. I don't know what it is. For those who don't know, towel like the
Is it the thing you dry yourself with when you get out of the shower?
No. Yeah. Sure. I don't hate I don't hate them at all. It's the people. I've just had some very bad experiences with players who seem to think that missing a whole phase of combat is not a thing that they need to do, and they end up just shooting you from afar and just destroying you without even trying. It's like the dad jokes of 40k to me. That's the best way of putting it.
I'm gonna get banned, Pod, but
I mean,
here I'm sitting and talking to you for this.
I'll overthrow it. I'm sorry.
Looks like there's a lot of people that don't like Teslas in the chat.
Yeah, good. Yeah, she's sensible people. Oh. I've been
seriously, how do we open this door?
I don't know. I thought the gamer brain was meant to be active, mate. I don't know either.
My gamer brain is now off.
Yeah, well, we're just talking basically at this point.
Now, did you have is there any other questions you wanted to ask that you normally ask? Because I do want to be asked. You know, this is your little podcast. What's your go-tos?
Oh no, just let me get the document open. I'm literally at the document. I don't usually just Usually what happens, the last couple of times we've done this, it's even by myself, and I just talk for 3 hours, and then people interject every now and again to sort of shut me up. or we get into it, and he just, like, I was offended all
Oi, you!
the time.
Prudish Duckling said I'm going to POO.
Condi, do you have any streaming advice for a novice like oh god.
Streaming advice for Plod. Oh man.
I
I think you'd have a lot to offer if you just niched into like if you did a Capcomathon, that would be sick because you've got like so much lore knowledge with Capcom, it's crazy. So you could do a Capcomathon and you could do themes around like each game and
I tried this before with the what trilogy was it? It was the Ico teamed Ico trilogy, which is like a really big thing for me. And we had people coming going, "Oh my god, you're playing Ico? Holy shit!" And then like we did all 3 games, and out of all of those games, I still have like really fond memories of touching The Last Guardian. So I never played that before.
Mm-hmm.
That was like huge. I'm shocked at how good that game is.
That's the one where you're a little kid and you jump on like the massive monsters and stuff.
You!
That's it. Yep.
Yeah. What are these questions? We've got a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, I know. I was looking.
I'm going to poo. Cool.
Well, let's go for a break. 5-minute break. Or do you want a 10-minute
Swoop's
break?
got a question. What?
Yeah, what? Let's look.
What's that word?
What that mouth do?
Right.
Stop. Stop, Swoop. Stop it.
Oh, whatever you want it to do.
Grab some drinks, mate.
Don't give him another thon to fucking do.
Yeah, don't. Please don't. I'm breaking as it is with freaking Castlevania. I'm just hurting me so much.
No, I'm talking like, make it a one-off night and the Capcomathon, you're going to do an hour of this, 2 hours of this. Make a 12-hour event. And if you, hit whatever, you're going to dress up as Zangief. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Clover Studio Fun. Like, I love Okami, I love God Hand, I love all their games. Why not? Yeah, Valkyrie, I'm doing all, like, 20 of them in the back-to-back almost. It's breaking me a little bit, because I fucking hate certain ones.
I've never played any of them, but people have told me to play Symphony of the Night.
What can I suggest? Yeah. Oh, the Nuremberg Challenge, fuck that. What car? What
Here's
car?
a question about you collecting. How much energy have you put into your collecting? Well, I don't know where to start. Retro.
Yeah, my thing with my collecting is it was really high before COVID, and then because of shit that's happened in my life, it's been on the back burner. Like, I'll pick up things every now and again. Like, I picked up the original Nier on PS3 for like $90, still sealed in box, which is insanely good.
Yeah, so I guess like where I would need to start first is compile a list of all these games, and then rank the ones I want to get most desirable to least desirable, and then go from there.
I don't know. That's the thing. I've got a list of what I have. I don't know what I still want. That's the thing. It's just my tastes change on the fly depending on if I'm on eBay or not. So if I go on eBay and find something like, ooh, hello, DCR, $200. Yeah. But honestly, like, Condi, I'd say if you could, just write down a list of everything, and I could probably have a look and see if I can help you. Just get started.
Yeah, I'll make a little spreadsheet, I guess. And Val does lean into vampire jokes. They kind of suck,
Well, Have you noticed my notification message for this stream? That was made purely because I was playing Castlevania recently, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna leave it as is." It's a double entendre for me, at least.
We need to know how to get further. I'm just running around pointlessly
Well,
right
how
now.
about let's have our break. If you're going to do a poo.
I don't need to do a poo.
You said you're going to do a poo.
No, I read what British. I read what British wrote in
jeez,
CTA.
yeah. What the fuck? Let's do this. Seriously. Let's do this.
I don't need to do a shit, dude.
I'm glad this is over in half an hour, right? So we can go to bed. You're such a smart ass. I love it. I'm so dumb, so...
But look, I do need... My dog's looking at me, so I need to take her out to the toilet anyway.
Yeah, so someone has to do a poo, apparently.
Yeah. Let's do a fiver.
Fiver, and then we'll finish up soonish. I don't know how we're going to get past this point. My brain is not working for this.
Yeah. Maybe people in chat can spam a bunch of questions and...
Yeah. Please do. Spam questions. We will come back. When we come back, we'll answer them.
All right. Talk to you soon.
See you soon. We get the timer up. Cool. See you in 5, everyone.
Oi, you!
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
How's it going?
Are you ready to go? Right, going back in now. So, where are we? Alrighty. How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to the Madhouse. Apparently, we don't poo on stream. That's for OnlyFans, sorry. Polished, how you doing?
Oh, you!
I love it. Ultimate Game Room. What 5 consoles do you have? For me, would be Sega Master System, Sega Mega Drive, PS1, PS5, and maybe an NES or SNES, depending on what games were available at the time. Jesus Christ!
What's the question again?
Ultimate Game Room. What 5 consoles do you have?
Do I have, or what will I pick?
Would you have?
Super Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be the PlayStation 3 console that could play all 3 generations. There's that specific one.
The Fat Boy that was like 40.
The Fat Boy, yep. So I don't know if that's cheating or not.
Technically, it isn't. I'd say. Not necessarily. Yeah, I wouldn't. I would count it, Lama. Because you only get to hook it to your TV technically as well. So yeah, that's yeah. What was the 60? Oh yeah, you're right. It was 60 gigs. Man, it's been a long time since I had. Yeah, if it can play the games, I don't see this cheating.
To Super Nintendo, PlayStation 3.
I said NES or SNES, depending on what I could get available, like readily available.
I'd just
That
go with
has
Super
changed.
Nintendo because
Yeah,
of the way it was, but
you know what's funny? I never played Earthbound, but I have a copy of it somewhere. That is something I would love to play. And that's something. There's Mother 1, 2, and 3. I know we can't get 3 in the disc, but I have a way of getting it translated, dialogue. That's fine. Yeah, that's pretty good. That polished, yeah, that's pretty rad.
Nintendo 64.
See, I never got a 64. I had friends who had one, but I had a PS1. They had a 64. We used to catch up every Friday and hang out at each other's houses. I feel like I'm like the weird kid who had like a Sega over like a Nintendo, SNES or NES.
I'd probably like set up proper RetroPie or something like that.
Swift, for your question, 40k. There are times where I can literally pull things out of my ass, and it's like from 30 years ago. That's my problem. I can just literally recite whole like documents almost at this point. Oh yeah, Game Boy Color no I'd love it advanced. I never had one. See, 360s are good, but there's always a problem with them with the red ring of death, depending on if they were repaired or not at that point. My Elite got a red ring of death, which is a really annoying thing.
Yeah, and I can't think of the other consoles I'd probably choose.
It's weird. I never saw myself as a Microsoft person either.
Yeah, they do make some good stuff though.
They did, but it just never appealed to me as much as like the Sega or Sony or Nintendo even at that point. like I was actively trying to see if I can fix my. I only had like 4 games for it too. When I think about it. I bought it for Red Dead Redemption because I said I don't play Halo. I did buy Reach though. Honestly. I think once they came to PC, I was like, yeah, I don't really need Microsoft stuff anymore.
So what was Swip's question?
So Swift asked, if you had to choose a series to lore dump to win money, what series would you choose? That goes for everyone as well in chat. I'd say 40k, because I just have books and I seem to absorb a lot of knowledge when it comes to... It's like my one thing I can just absorb without... and dictate things verbatim, which is crazy.
Pokemon.
Really? Pokemon? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oi,
$100%.
you!
There you go. That's a little bit of lore dump for you. Very quick one. Why do you think there's Elysian drop troops don't have banners? Like standard bearers or anything in their army? Elysian drop troops are like their guard, like Imperial Guard that use jump packs. They jump out of ships and they do like all low orbit descents.
Mm-hmm.
Why they don't do it is the last time a general and his company did it at the same time, he actually got pierced through the spine with his own standard bearer. So they made a blanket ban not to ever use him ever again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, it's also like a big, massive, shoot me sign as well in midair. So it's like it's a stealth thing. But they used to have like full-on banners and everything hanging off them. Hey, Moogs, how you doing?
Hey, Moogsy.
And that's the thing. Yeah, they accidentally pierced or like rammed their general that was flying
Oi, you!
down into the ground and pierced, like he got immensely like killed. Got pinned to the ground and just bled out on the ground. I could do Star Trek as well. What was Lana's question? Lana, best game franchise for you? Metal Gear. Sorry. I have played Metal Gear 3 times on stream, and all 11 games are amazing. And they vary as well, depending on the age and also the amount of features that Kojima thought was hilarious to him.
Final Fantasy for me.
Yeah, but there's like, what, 30 games at this point?
What's the problem?
Nothing, I'm just saying it's like 30 games at this point.
You said it was like a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. I'm sorry. There you go, you yell at me now.
How dare you? How dare you?
I'm fan shaming now.
Yeah, so I'm actually confused what we're supposed to do because I've gone through this whole map and I've got no idea how to use this skull key that we have. I don't know how to go back to other areas.
I'm in the exact same boat, Connie. I have no idea what to do.
So if anyone...
I would have 5 consoles, I would have Dreamcast Stars editions. Fucking hell. I don't know how much they're worth. They're worth a fair bit.
Dreamcast Stars?
Yeah, the Resident Evil Special Edition consoles they had for like a couple of the releases, like Code Veronica, I think it was one of the big ones.
So, when you booted it up, it was like stars.
I'm guessing it looks all pretty and it's just got star stuff all over it.
Oh. Return to the graveyard is the level we're on.
I can't believe we're both stuck. The gamer brain is not activating at all.
Well, I mean, I found the door that I'm supposed to go to, and I know there's this secret area here with this bridge.
Yeah, which just gives you extra health and that's all it does.
Yeah.
I know, like... I'd say definitely 40k for my lore dumps, and my series would definitely be Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear. Oh, so I can't stop my ass cheeks clapping and loading the guards. No, there's no inventory. Like, I'm looking at the inventory. There's no. Oh my fucking god, there is.
No.
Yeah, I did. I think
I was just testing you, British. I was just testing you.
I just did it. Game over.
Just testing you, chat. Nah, just testing you. I knew they had to do that.
Oh, doggy, no, bad, doggy, bad. Well, that was embarrassing, but not really, because we were just testing everyone. Make sure that everyone was active. Yeah, see, everyone was in chat.
Of course I knew that's how he did it.
Yeah.
That's so fucking stupid.
But it's game design back then though. That's what it was like. Like you had to actively sometimes open up. Resident Evil used to do that all the time. You'd have to like open the key with the particular. Oh, get away, bad dog.
Open the key.
You like, yes.
That's what you just said.
I know. Open the door via the by the key, but then Resident Evil you'd actually have to go to the menu and actually open up via that. So, okay. So we got. Can I? Oh, okay. Got doggy, bad doggy. You know what's sad? Until I fully agree with you on that.
What's that?
Because Intel goes, oh yeah, I imagine Plod standing from their door IRL, the key in my pocket waiting for instructions.
Fuck off.
Hey, he does all the time, I'm used to it now. All the sings and arrows of outrageous fortune he throws my way, I'm used to it.
But yeah, no,
Also,
I was gonna say, do you have other questions on your list?
let's pull out the list. Well, just let me whip it out. That's
On stream?
That's OnlyFans, well, yeah. I did send you that list, so I've got to open it up there. What's that list? Let's go through there.
Everyone wants you to whip it out now, Plod.
I'm sorry. Well, that's a $40 donation per person. Sorry,
Per person.
that's per penis, per penis show.
Oh my lord.
I don't know anymore. I just don't know. I know Max is probably going like, yes, please. Yeah, let's see if this works. Okay, this is working.
How are you supposed to get these dogs? Are you kidding me?
You kill them, yeah. You just got to hit them really fast with a sword. That's what I found. Okay, here's one.
I'm going to have to get some boss dogs.
Oh, okay. What has been one of the biggest challenges of being a content creator? What does the fear of cancel culture ever make you second guess your content?
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah,
without a
say
doubt.
things are a bit saucy, and it's like, yeah, maybe I might want to not say that.
Without a doubt, like, you can't just be completely... I don't know. You can't do your content completely with, not checked in some kind of way. I think it's almost impossible because...
We can't all be Aiden Ross, that's the thing.
Even him, I think he has like a limit, right?
No, he's done the full-on Nazi salute on stream a few times. He's also got Donald Trump. Like, he's obviously been paid to do it, but it's just like, dude, like, even you must have some semblance of soul. If you could combine three aspects from different games to make a perfect game, what games would they be? And what would you borrow from? That's a question, actually.
3 different games aspects. Turn-based combat. Well, the combat from Chrono Trigger.
Oh yes, yeah.
I take the combat from Chrono Trigger. I would take the story of Metal Gear Solid.
Oh yeah, that's good.
So like a Hideo Kojima writing the story for it. And the music from... Shit.
I'll say Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but you've also got like, you know, Chrono Trigger. They had fantastic soundtrack, but there's other good ones out there too. Probably here you go. I would go Mick Gordon in charge of my music soundtrack.
Yes, good idea. That's awesome. I actually fully agree with that.
So you'd have Mick Gordon on the soundtrack. You'd have the combat style of Chrono Trigger, and the story of Metal Gear Solid. The problem is, like, I can't say who I'd do for the art, but
I've got an idea. The person who did the work for the End Is With You, the one that was based on Shinjuku. I can't remember the name of the game. It's like The World Ends With You or something. It's like this really like... It's a Square Enix property. But it's all about, like, you know, aliens are gonna destroy Earth, and the cool kids from Shinjuku are like the only ones that can save it with their super cool fashion. It's got a really unique art style. Like, really...
oh, I know the one you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know the name of it.
But that would be really good, and I'm going to add a little caveat to the addition of game type as well. The way it plays. First-person shooter, but you shoot like ray beams of love or something out. You don't have guns or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I also like the style of like the Hades game. So like you go through and it's a roguelite game where you don't permanently die, and you know, there's powers that you can get each run, and each run you go through you get stronger, and then there's multiple endings and stuff. Yeah, it's so hard to pick three aspects and make a game out of it. I really think you need 5.
Yeah, it's sort of rounded out. 3 is very hard to do. I could say Inscription would be good, actually. Steph, what are you doing? Steph's in.
Steph-tacular.
Steph.
Hey, Steph.
How you doing, Mum? She's the internet mum, sorry everyone. She's my mum. I haven't seen her for a while. I've been very, very terrible at calling at least lately. Terrible. How you doing, everyone? Welcome on in. What was Steph up to? Was she playing more Medievil? I did actually sort of semi-jump in and say hello. I think I said hello. I must have zoned out, but I did come in and say hello when she was playing it.
Oh, Steph playing Metaphor as well?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I was trying to avoid getting too spoiled though. I was there in spirit.
I've played a few hours of that game, and it's already like my game of the year.
Really?
Oh, that's at least how I feel about it. It's that good.
So is it Metamore or Metaphor? Am I
Metaphor.
So why is Grass trying to say Metamore? Oh, dad joke. Oh my god. Fucking hell. You're a Metaphor for Metaphor? Come on. Lately, you can have Metamore. Bruce, oh my god, did it too. Had my worst nightmare come true.
Dinner too.
I don't know anymore. Gosh, please help me. I don't know anymore. Oh. Hello.
Metaphor for Metaphor.
Metaphor, I know. I'm just sort of yet. polished. I'm sorry. I'm a very silly boy. He just needs to live his good best life. I don't know what I'm going for.
Okay, but yeah, to go back to your questions, I definitely do think that in your mind that your content does get shaped with like the fear of. Yeah, you got to actually go, like, if you don't plan your content or think about things before you say them, you can quite easily be misconstrued or taken out of context.
Yeah, it's a shame because some people can take something so violently in the wrong direction that like sure, you can't be everyone has their own thoughts and opinions and feelings and so oh my god, Super Mario as well. What are you doing? Shit. It's very much a thing of like when you're making something, you have to be sort of confident that you might say something that someone might take out of context. Oh, you plod, mate. What are you bloody doing? Get ready. Godpod's coming in. And look, it's not because I'm going out to be offensive or anything. It's just, that is just how sometimes it comes across, and you can't be 100%. Like, I try and minimise it. I've been very mindful lately of what I say and do. There's going to be that.
What do you say that everyone holds against you? Oh god, here we go. I've got a voice changer on.
Sailor Moon.
Have you heard this before?
Around the twist.
Who did that reading? I didn't know this could happen. Well, Steph, I'm sorry you're being affected by this. This is how my life sometimes goes. Baby's wife, because my voice changed with this school. Was the same. Thank God, it doesn't say that.
Stop it. Get some help.
It actually draws like a red baldy mental when I hear it for the first time.
Don't let your kids watch it!
I think Retro and Told actively said we there's not something if we ever see you in real life. Yeah. Because it's like, it's a voice changer, it's a voice mod. Well, my voice itself like a very tall like, oh, like, and like,
You're hearing what you say first, and then I'm hearing it come through the stream.
You think words a lot.
I must go, my plod will need me.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. This is them actively trying to get away from the voice. The good voice. Oh, I don't think that. I guess what he wants. Let's see if I can get this little turd down.
Here's my question to you. How often do you stick your tongue out when you're really focusing on a game?
Oh, you plod, mate. What are you bloody doing? Get ready.
Oh,
Godpod's coming in.
Never.
Never. You're sticking out your tongue for a game.
I do the game and lean though. Like, you know when you go around a corner, that I do a lot. I know that all too well. I do the
Oh, your voice has changed again.
Yeah, it's the Godpod. This is the other one. So thanks to the Cult of the Lamb, that provoked the idea of making me a Godplod, which is like a shining head, like that floats around and dances. The other thing that's is Sailor Plod, which Carl's made a picture of what me as a... Oh god, here we go. This shuts off the entire cutting. That's
That was gold.
Yeah, I know. That was a thing that MLP made for me. Mr. Live Producer made a video because he thought it was quite funny to watch me get very snarky on stream and tell people to go fuck themselves. So
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
So my mods have a almost full access to my stream via StreamBot. StreamBot. I've actually given them access to that the deck remotely, so they can trigger everything as well.
Wow.
I love Intel's comment. You could have used Connie into this. This is like taking a girl on the first date and announcing you're a Scientologist. Polished. I will send you a link. I think it's in Discord. There's a full, I've made up a deck for all the mods to mess around my stream indirectly. They can mess with me directly. If you, my key light, my Elgato one. Connie?
What's about to happen?
Oh, shit.
They crashed the stream. Why did they do that?
Alright, so there's a bit of a delay. Oh, hello. Hello. Welcome back. Hey, Connie.
Yeah.
So they can directly mess with me. Yeah, my key light for my Elgato key light.
Yes.
They can actually nuke it that high. They get 100% and nuke me in the face directly.
Oh, I don't know if it'd be brave enough to do that with my key light, with my mod team. No way.
They've done it in the past to get me as I'm like when I was playing Soma. Intel got me just as I was getting attacked, just before I got attacked by a monster, and it completely threw me off my game enough for the monster to turn around and attack me because I made a noise behind it.
By the way, my Discord stream is not coming through.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Because they crashed the whole thing.
Right, there you go. That should be up and running. There you go. But yes, that's pretty much the long and short of it. You can mess with me, Polished, if you didn't know. What? Nice cock? Yeah. You click on that, it's just a soundbite some made for me saying, "Hey, Plusky." Yeah, mate. What? Oh, nice cock. One of the awesome people out there in the multiple channels we're part of made a voice thing. It sounds like Kronk.
Nice cock.
Nice cock. It's like, "Hey, Plusky," and I usually respond like, "Oh yeah, what mate? What? Oh," he goes, "Oh, nice cock." I'm like, "Oh, thank you very much." Yeah, it's just a little prompt. Polish is first. Come on, now I'm starting number one. It's starting up again.
How much does that cost them in channel points to do?
Nothing. Most of that is completely for the mods to mess with me.
Oh my god.
I am not even remotely smart. I'm not giving that to people to fuck with. Ooh, hello. Oh, shit. Oh, that's instant death. Shit, okay. Ah, no.
Yeah, what was some of the
I must
other
go.
questions
My
on the
plaid will
list?
need me.
Oh, just give me a sec. This has just gone shit. This is stream now. Just madness. Okay, here you go. This is one I thought was pretty good. Does being a content creator ever take away from your authenticity to yourself and who you are? I think sometimes, like in my case, not so much. Like, I'm pretty genuine. Like, yes, I'm a bit depressive outside of streams. Things always happen to me, and I'm just. But I think I'm pretty on the level. I'm pretty upfront with people, how I am and what I do. Look, we're all gonna have our bad days and our good days. That's how I see it.
So, The exact question was again because
Okay, sorry. It was okay. Does being a content creator ever take away from your authenticity to yourself and who you are?
no, I don't think so.
Come on.
Like, are you saying like that? You mean you play up things and stuff like that? Is that what you're saying, or?
In my case, yeah, like do you have like a persona, like a genuine, like a persona, or I don't have a persona. I'm just me.
I feel like I'm pretty much the same person, and like people that have
Same.
met me in person can attest to that. Like I met you in person, and you're very much the same as this.
Same. But I'm also like, you met me after a day of being at like dealing with sociopaths all day at a bank, so you probably got the watered down version of me when I'm half dead.
Well, here's the thing: like, people are gonna see you when you're streaming, most likely at your best, or in a good time.
You'd be surprised. People. I've been in the stream that someone was like, the toxic positivity was their bag. The second you saw them outside, it's like, oh fuck this place, so pretty much.
Right.
And that's I was like, yeah, that's super not what I'm about, eh? I could not do a character. It would get just too much. That's why I don't even ask for it. I just couldn't do it. But the way they talk to me, then even me, yeah. Oh, but like, there's a point where someone will say, "Oh, yeah." So I think Vexy was a perfect example of that, where she goes, "Oh, you're exactly like you are on stream." What does that mean? Like, what do you think of me? Like, so I say some very saucy stuff sometimes. I'm like, holy shit! Oh shit! No, I think genuinely, like, if you go on stream and you say, "Oh, I had a really okay day," like things happen, but you know, let's have some fun and see if the day gets any better. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, I don't think my authenticity's ever changed.
I hope mine hasn't. I know I've been a bit stressed lately because of work and that, but I can't see it affecting me that much. Thank you very much, Raiders. How you doing? Sorry, we're just in the middle of waxing lyrical about stuff. That's part of this whole shindig we're doing right now.
I'm just waiting for you mods to do the nobody cares again.
Fuck asshole. Yeah, it's a good way of shutting me up. I think I can't shut up sometimes. Yeah, what it was originally intended to be used as?
What's that?
So if someone comes in and goes, "Oh, I played this. I also stream." You know, like the people that it's like, cool, you stream that, but I don't need to know like you're streaming right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that was created. Because people would come in sometimes and they'll go, "Oh, yeah, I was playing this game yesterday. You should really follow me over here." I'm like, "Oh, cool. Like, oh, thanks, man. I might check you out, maybe." And that sounds really mean, but at the same time, I'm like, you just come in. I'm having a good old time. You're here trying to sell yourself without even asking anyone, "Is that okay or not?" And that's because they mocked me directly. So yeah, but how do you feel about that? Stretch! I want to talk to you about my stream. You know, it's super important, and I get, you know, you have a lot of viewers. Let's see what's happening.
Get some help.
I honestly don't think I really come across that problem often.
I've had it once or twice, and it's a bit. It feels a bit shit when you're trying to do your own thing. And it's like,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, like. Like I'm on the flow, like I've had a really good night, and someone comes and goes, oh yeah, dude, I saw you recently. Oh, there's another thing too. Another thing I don't like. People complain about your your intro time. Like, you were 20 minutes, man. We've been waiting for you we've been waiting to rage you since you come on camera.
Shameful display! Shameful display!
Like, I've had that once or twice, and it's like, could you not?
Yeah, that's super rude.
It's just not warranted. Did you just... Oh my god, those quotes.
What's happened?
Have you read the quotes? I said that at Castlevania.
Ass cringe.
No.
Did you spray your unborn child at me? Oh my god.
The sad thing is I remember exactly what that was about. There's no context at all. I know what the context is, but there's no evidence to show the context.
Well, maybe do some quick fire questions because I think you were going to go to bed around this time, right?
Yeah. All right. So let's do this. Let's get the list up. My brain's turned off gaming wise anyway. Okay. What are some of your biggest phobias, and what would be a nightmare situation for you? Actually, I shouldn't ask that because that's really bad. I lived mine today. That was pretty bad. I'll tell you what mine is.
What's that?
Anything that looks remotely human, and like mannequins and stuff fucking freak me out. You know where I was working for the last 2 days?
In a department store with mannequins?
A pop-up store for a chain in Australia. They were setting up their mannequins. I literally went under the desk, was putting stuff in. I get up and I see about 4 mannequins sitting, like looking over the table, like ah, and actually like kicked the desk and everything. Like we're talking a 200 kilo desk got shifted about 5 inches. Like kicked it that hard.
Jesus.
I full freaked out. They're like, what's wrong? Oh, so I explained. The official term for what I have. It's not pupophobia. It's pediophobia, which means it's anything that is on the uncanny valley for human. Looks like a human. From a distance, I can say it's a human. Things like Atomic Heart, I can't play, or I'll punch on. I actually get angry.
Bioshock?
Liza P. Yeah, I can do Bioshock. Liza P, I actually managed to get through without any real harm. But things where it's like you're in first person and you're getting grabbed at by puppets with things that have a face but don't actually move. They're like stuck in. That's enough to set me on a very bad trip. But yeah, that's my one weakness. That would be really bad to exploit.
Oh, man, I don't know, like, phobia.
Well, there you go. How's your bundle of joy... well, since someone asked, how's the bundle of joy changed your life?
Oh, my child?
Yeah.
Oh. You've got something else that you live for, and you want things more for them than you want your own things. And it's not because you have to. You naturally feel this sense of accomplishment whenever they accomplish something.
Yeah.
And it's not just pride, it's a happiness I'd never felt before having a child.
Yeah, I can imagine. I was in a relationship with a woman who had 3 kids, so I sort of have an inkling of what that's like. That was a full-on experience. That was a very life-altering experience. And that's why I also hate like children and Frostpunk. So. I will admit, I would love to have one of my own, but at the same time, though, like I've always thought, adopting is the way to go for me. Like I think,
Yeah, definitely. For if I have another one, it'll be through adoption or foster.
Yeah, like as I said, I think it's the only way for me because I think it's unfair for people to just dump kids. They've got no say in the matter. So.
All right, next question.
Like we just stopped gaming completely. What video game series? Oh, there you go. What gaming world TV series would you live in and why?
Gaming World TV series.
Or gaming or TV series.
Oh, gaming or TV series. Would I live in? Pokemon.
So you're a bit of a cockfighter, are you?
Sorry, what? I don't see the relation between those two things.
You know exactly what I mean there.
No, not at all.
It's like illegal cockfighting, but with kids involved. It's so wrong. I said out loud. Anyway,
Oh, as Val's comment, that's how I ended up with my older sister. Her bio dad said, her bio dad's a piece of shit, so her family went, our child.
yeah, that's that yeah. Well, yeah, that happened with my uncle, my cousins. Their dad just sort of walked out, and he sort of came back into life in like 1920. And one of them was quite. He was a bouncer. That was an interesting time. He got told to go fuck himself.
Yeah.
What would I want to be? Like 40? No, never do 40k. Couldn't do it.
You'd be
It's
you'd be
too
dead.
Depressing. Yeah, the average person would be dead within like years of their lifespan. Like they'll be dead.
Pokemon people don't die.
Oh. Trying to think of a world that would be really fun. Yeah, animal classification.
One of those isekai shows where no one dies.
Well, they just get. It's like a Catholic church. They just move them on to the next world. Oh, jeez, that's bad. Looking at my room and seeing like news as an inspiration. They have like an instant. There you go. Street Fighter. You know
You
why?
live in the Street Fighter world, why?
It's like our world almost to like a lesser extent, because there's like, you know, the ability to actually have superpowers and actually be able to like use them in the pragmatic way.
But it wouldn't be cool to get your ass beat.
Yeah, but who says it there? Well, that's the thing. It wouldn't be like you'd be able to get your ass beat though. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. I can't think. See, Pokemon's like a good one. There's like little to no like real, like there's no real like consequences of the actions in a way, like because they can just get revived and. I was gonna say Fallout, but I realised it's just as bad as
Jesus Christ.
Just as bad as 40k.
Stardew Valley.
I realise how depressing half the stuff I love is. Because looking at the shelf, I'm like, oh yeah, Transformers. It's the existence of giant robots.
Satisfactory.
Frostpunk. There you go. I think that's probably the best you're gonna get out. Next one. Let's go one or two more, and then we'll call it.
Sounds good.
If you had to describe your life as a sitcom, what would your title be?
As a sitcom.
Yeah. You know what one would be?
What's that?
Just plod. Just that's the title. Just plod. Meet on experience.
Honestly, I'd probably just go like joshing around.
Oh, just joshing around.
Joshing around.
Yeah, that works. don't know, like mine. I don't know what my ex coming means me speak to Prince on the lounge half the time. Let's go out for a dart. It sounds so bad.
What's the final one?
The final question for the night, everyone. If you want to ask some questions, just get them in quickly. We're going to be closing up pretty soon, so... well, here you go. What titles have you gotten into lately, and that surprised you, and which new titles are you looking forward to diving into?
Well, look, as far as new titles that I'm looking forward to jumping into, I've been really enjoying Metaphor Ring Fantasio. Gonna jump more into that for sure. But there's a game called Expedition 33 that's coming out that I cannot wait for. I really think it's going to turn like the RPG genre on its head. I've got a few other games that I've played recently that really took me by surprise. I played this point and click adventure, Saint Kotar, SAINTKOTER, and it's like a psychological horror point and click. And I thought, like, I'm not good with horrors, but I was playing it the other day. I'm like, this is a good game. Like I want to know what happens next.
Yeah,
that took me by surprise how much I was enjoying that.
See, speaking of point and click, one I would love to get, like a series I would like to do eventually, Eva, Monkey Island, which I never played. I was a bit...
I've never played that either.
Well, see, I missed the boat because I never had a computer really in our house until I was 13, like an actual PC. My dad had a laptop to work, and that's pretty much it. Like, we always had consoles up until a certain point. So I missed the boat on a lot of LucasArts games, but probably Monkey Island, the point and click games of that studio apparently are amazing. I'm just discovering that now. In regards to games coming out, or ones that surprise me, you're gonna laugh at this. I'm surprised myself. Soma.
Really?
Yeah, it completely took me by surprise of how good it actually is. So I thought this was going to be a schlocky horror. But holy shit, did that take me by surprise. You! That was.
No, interesting.
For me, it's not even really a horror. It's just bits and pieces were just very philosophical to a point where like it actually made me ask what I was doing to the characters in that game. That's pretty much where the horror came from. Was this? Were you willing to go that extra mile and kill someone?
Wow.
Yeah.
It actually makes you question your morality and stuff. Yeah, it's interesting.
Well, there's a reason why I didn't really feel much for the characters. I made it very clear what I was doing every time I killed someone, because there is a reason why I did what I did and how I feel about it. But that's, yeah, it did question me what it is to be human.
And the other games that I enjoyed that caught me off guard was like Dome Keeper.
Ooh,
so it's like a tower defense kind of survival game. It's really fun. And Jotun Slayer Hordes of Hell, which is like a Vampire Survivors, but like Diablo graphics, but all Nordic stuff. So it's all the Nordic gods. Yeah. The demo's really good.
Looking at the questions in chat, if you could play a game blind again, which one would it be?
Final Fantasy 8.
7. I think I mentioned this before, but I'm not a big fan of 8, only because I didn't really gel much with Squall and all that. And yes, I know you're a massive fan, and I'm going to hear it from it later. And
Nah, you like what you like. I'm not a Final Fantasy elitist.
Well, no, actually, I'll change that. 6. 7.
6 is fantastic, yeah.
Yeah, I actually could go for that again, because there is something
that is like 2.5% close to being my top Final Fantasy game of all time. Purely because, Kefka is the most ultimate villain I've ever seen in any video game.
He's chaotic without actually having any real... Because everyone's like, oh, I'm evil because of this. He's like, fuck it, I'm just going to do what I want because I'm evil. Like,
and he succeeds.
Yes.
doing what he wanted to do.
And worst game of this year. That's a good question.
Worst game of the year, easy answer, Concord.
Yeah, but we never played it. That's one.
Yeah, that's the problem. It released it.
Yeah, you could put. Yeah, you're right. Actually, yeah, I'll go with that too. Actually,
and they didn't even wear the storm. They didn't do anything about it. Like they just canned it 2 weeks later. It's like,
yeah,
that's the most weak launch I've ever seen of a video game.
But the best part is, I wonder what they're gonna do about the Amazon episode that they've got coming next month or the month after. You know,
My god!
That Amazon.
They're doing a show.
Did you not know about the show?
No.
Okay, so Amazon have got a thing funded essentially by Sony. It's going to be like a massive ad for their games. It's like a robot love, robot sex and robots, whatever it's called. That one on Netflix.
Yeah.
But it's all about their properties.
IPs.
Concord. Yeah. So, but Warhammer's also got an episode.
Okay.
Hey, Drill, how you doing? But yeah, the big one that I saw when I saw the list was, Concord's got an episode. So I wonder if they're going to be very sneaky and just rip it out of the list and never talk about it, or they're just going to go through it. So they've already done all the work on it.
Well, here's my issue with that game. Like, it's getting released into a genre that's been done to death. Overwatch has got a foothold on it. Paladins is probably the next closest team fighter like that. And if you want to argue something different, Valorant is probably right up there too. And Valorant's like a little bit different enough to be stand out its own thing.
CS with magic.
Yeah, CS with Overwatch superpowers. So Concord was just like, why should I play it? And this is just me objectively. None of the characters looked cool to me.
Yeah, they were very
They looked like just lazily put together.
Yeah, and that's my problem with the game too. It was just nothing about it appealed to me, and it's a shame that no one, like the people who bought it, aren't ever going to get to experience it as it was designed to be, because everything's been shut down. But even then, like, just let the game release. Like, you might be able to turn it around. Like,
well, there's so many games that have done that. Like,
yeah, look No Man's Sky.
Mate, Payday 3, the devs behind that game are still putting out content for it, trying to build up their player base, and they run with the meme about how bad the game was.
Yeah, I know, and I respect them massively for it.
Mm-hmm. They don't give up on their game. Where Sony, I feel like, would just try and go, yep, Concord, cash cow, we're going to make money out of it. Oh, it didn't make money, so we're just going to abandon it. So I think it was like the worst game I've ever seen this year. And probably in my lifetime, the weakest launch I've ever seen of any video game. And I think it's for the better too, because it's... Yeah, and I think it's going to motivate these AAA studios, especially like the likes of Ubisoft and stuff. Hopefully they look at that along with the Star Wars game that came out.
Yeah, but that's also Ubisoft being Ubisoft though. That's just them.
Hopefully they learn their lessons, because they're all trying to just milk. Yeah. They're trying to milk the consumer. It's not about video games anymore. So
yeah. And that's why I like devs like 11-bit studios who literally have gone, like, they listen to the audience enough where Frostpunk 2 is a different beast now. It's a lot fairer than it was, but it's also not as, like, it was brutal day one, I will say. Even I was like, ooh, it's a completely different game. It's not a city builder, it's a 4X builder.
I'm with Polish too. I really hope BioWare nail it with the new Dragon Age game. Same. But Inquisition, I liked it for the first 4.5 hours I played that game.
I know, and then Mono play that. It was quite
then I lost my interest in it. So I hope this one can reignite it, because holy shit, like the first 2 Dragon Age games, amazing.
Yeah, and then after that, it, like, I never played it. So I never played Date. So I never played Dragon Age ever. I have the games. I just never sat down and played them. I was always thinking about doing it, but I never got around to doing it. One more question, everyone, or we done here, everyone? What was the question? Yeah, someone asked the question. So worst game of the year, get a game, blind again. Right, that's it. Everyone, we're done with questioning, I think. We're all tired. No, I'm just trying to think what we can do as a, as the outro. You're my first actual guest on here other than intro. We usually just finish up, talk each other and go our separate ways.
Yeah, Plod, keep doing what you're doing. This was a lot of fun. I enjoyed myself.
Yeah, you're the first. I've got about 4 people lined up, and you're the first to really go through it, except for Intel, and even he was enjoying it. So yeah.
Yeah, I think you'll work out how this will play out, and I like how you're so open to just let the conversations happen, and
that's
not super structured. Yeah.
That's how I work it, like usually anyway. Like we were talking about, what were we talking about at with the customer today? We were talking about something about because I had a haircut today, and it devolved very quickly. They're like, "Oh, it's your fault for talking about haircuts." I'm like, "No, it's not." And we're talking like people who are earning like $100,000+ like a year. We're talking like these are big earners. Oh, I know that's not a lot these days, but. Like, we're talking, like, execs and that coming through, and they were just talking to me about stuff, and then we just devolved, and that's just how I operate. I just talk to people, and I think, get me in a room with anyone, and I'll be almost your best friend within 20 minutes. If I really worked on you, I can actually get you down to 5, so...
But yeah, no, I think, keep doing what you're doing. I enjoyed being on here.
Yeah, well,
I hope you have a good night.
You always
good
come
rest.
for another round, but I think I can challenge you. What about any repeat viewer or a repeat guest? I can challenge them into something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I'm cool to come down again in the future for sure.
Yeah, I gotta get some new questions as well lined up.
Nah, I enjoyed it. Should I shout myself out?
Yeah, shout yourself out. The floor's yours.
Cool. My name's Plodsky. Sub to me. Tell your mum about me. Go gift 10 subs in the chat right now. Give me all your biddies. Donations are open. I've got a Ko-Fi page too. That's Plodsky. Plodski.
Oh, hi,
thanks.
I'm Condi.
Thanks,
I'm
everyone.
Condi._TV. I'm very modest and have to shout other people out. Especially when they I know that the person that I'm shouting out doesn't like it and feels really awkward when he has to talk about himself. So, yay. My kid's named Mayonnaise, who's really rad. I'm just, I really think the condiment ID just works really well. So go follow me. Fuck this Podsky guy. I don't know who he is. He's amateur, mate. Oh, did you get any more keys? Just off the record, did you get any more keys from Square Enix? I got an email from them like last week saying, "Oh yeah," because I asked about a particular game, like, "Oh, we don't have any keys for it." I'm like, "Oh, fucking serious?"
Really?
I mean, Life, I think it is.
Oh, live alive or whatever it's called. Yeah,
because it's part of.
I sent a couple of emails back just saying like thanks again for the 16 thing, and I did this, and if you need anything in the future, blah blah, nothing. So maybe I'm just gonna start emailing like I'm part of it, like just fake it till I make it kind of shit.
Don't say a word because they'll just come out of nowhere. Like it was so great. Like honestly, everyone, it was just like I got an email from them initially. It's like, oh hi, and then like every time since it's been, oh, do you want to do like 16? Like fuck yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty funny. And then like I spoke to 5-Star about Metaphoria Fantasio, and they're like, yeah, sure.
Oh, heads up! If you have a contact with them, they are also doing Capcom. Apparently, I've got an insider. One of the guys I talked to, who's a manager, confirmed it. So They are.
Yeah, no,
Capcom.
they
I didn't know they were Capcom. I thought Capcom Australia was still a thing, but they're not.
yeah, no, they definitely do all the Capcom publishing as well. So
Oh,
there you go,
yeah.
some insight streamer talk there, chat.
Yeah, there
Hope you
you go.
enjoyed it.
Sorry, yes, sorry you, but you look behind the curtain a bit. Right, everyone. I think I'm gonna call it there. Who are we gonna rate? Guess choice.
Oh, okay.
Why not?
Sure.
By the way, that can be. I can cut that out. That whole conversation out of the podcast.
Let's go. Let's go raid Laytrue.
Oh, do I have a?
She's doing some.
Oh, do I have her? Am I following her? I should be following her. If I'm not, I'm just gonna be very embarrassing.
She's doing TCG Shop Simulator.
Oh God,
It's so good. I love that game.
it doesn't. I've seen it.
It's not for everyone. Not for everyone.
All right, let's do that, everyone. Okay,
Cool.
everybody, say goodbye to Condi. Thank you so much for tonight. You're absolute gem.
No worries, my pleasure. Bye,
Radio.
chat.
All right. So Condi goes, fuck you, why not? There you go. Follow him. Follow
Thank
this
you.
guy.
That's twitch.tv/Plodsky. Thank you. Yeah.
No. It's CONDI _ It's very important. Capital T, capital V. Yeah. See everyone. Love you. Long time. Be good. Be kind, be awesome, and be excellent to each other. I'm gonna go and have a wank and go to bed.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. See you later.
Fair enough.
Right. Night all. Be good. Oh, you've been you're experiencing a little bit of this. This is like my life. Usually. All right, I'm gonna click the raid button now. Be good.